the hamster wheel is one tricky place to exit. And I know you know what I'm talking about. So this hamster wheel, right? Especially in America, but it's everywhere. It's working so hard, doing your 9 to 5, but also having that feeling like you were designed for more, like those customers and clients and people who just like treat you with such disrespect, and you're just expected to put up with it. Your boss, your coworkers, the people who are just like, you know, allowed to talk to you in a way that doesn't meet your standards or your the level of self-worth that you know that you want to embody. And so you have this desire, you're like, I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna build something on the side, and I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna get off the wheel. But that requires like going to your 9 to 5 and then getting home and then grinding, and then you're so tired. And so then you're like, okay, the thing that will charge me up is like doing what I enjoy, like going on a hike or spending time with friends, or maybe not even that. Maybe you're like, I'm so freaking exhausted that like on the weekend I'm gonna go drink with my friends, like just a few drinks or maybe more than a few drinks, and then the next day you're like exhausted from the grind and exhausted from the drinking and exhausted from the socializing, and you're like, but I gotta get free, I gotta get free. And so it's like, how the hell do we get off, right? And so a few months ago, right, time's flying. It was in May, I think, around May 2023. I was in one of these programs, I forgot, Notion. I was starting to like create my Notion to like organize my life and my thoughts and my businesses and my ideas and all these things so that I could get off the hamster wheel. And I was in the airport and I was waiting for my second flight to go visit my dad in Kentucky on his farm. And just random, but it's just, this was the moment. And I was like, okay, I had a huge layover. I think it was like 9 hours. So I was on the phone with my brother. My brother has never had a job. He owns like over 30 properties in Florida. He's in New York and all over. He's super smart. He's always had businesses. Like when he was younger, when he was like, I don't know, like 12, he would buy broken iPods and fix them up and then sell them on eBay. And so he's always just been an entrepreneur. So he never really got on the hamster wheel. And so we were talking about the hamster wheel, and I was telling him like how frustrated I am. Like I had been in a job for almost 5 years that just like didn't pay me enough, didn't appreciate me. Like I was to the point where I was like having panic attacks all the time, and like I couldn't physically stay in the job anymore. Like it was creating so much within me that I was like, my body is just saying I cannot anymore. But at the same time, like it's not like I hadn't been trying. Like the job was hard, but then also the grind, like I was talking about, like after work, I would always be grinding, and I would always be doing things to like improve my personal development. You know, I'd be doing like my own version of 75-day hard, but pretty much every day it was like meditation, journal, sunlight in the eyes, cold shower, cold plunge, you know, exercise, and like all these things, right? Do the sauna. Like I was trying to be the best version of me so that I could just get off the hamster wheel. And so we're talking on the phone, and he's just explaining, he's like, most people will never do it. Like most people just like, they try, they know they want to, but it's too hard. And it's easier to be controlled, and it's easier to just agree. Like, okay, this is life. This is what it has to be. I have these dreams, but you know, apparently I can't have them. And so then they just do that life, and then they acquire more things that require like financial commitment, like a house and kids and all these things. And so then they get further and further stuck on this hamster wheel. So if you're watching this, you probably relate with the topic, and you're probably like, yes, I know my soul came here for more. And the thing is, like, it seems so impossible sometimes, but the universe will support you. And so I was writing this stuff after my phone call with my brother. I was like, okay, here's my exit plan for the hamster wheel. First I was like writing about the hamster wheel, and then I was like, I want to get off the hamster wheel. And then I got distracted because someone at the airport started talking to me. So I closed the laptop. I was talking to him, and so there were some conscious things in that, whatever. But I felt like, okay, like something powerful is happening right now. I forget what it was, something in that conversation. So I like had closed the laptop, and then in Kentucky, it just happened to be like my job required me to come in every single day, and I was like pretty much remote, and then they wanted me to drive to LA once a week and not pay me more. LA would be 6 hours of driving each day. I would go to LA because of the traffic and everything, and so I was like, you know what, I'm quitting. Like, I cannot do this for my health, for my mental stability. I don't have another branch to swing to, and I know that's not recommended. I'm not recommending you do that. But I was like, my soul is saying, do this. Like, I will be supported. And as soon as I did, all these other opportunities started opening up. And so immediately, within a week, I was on a plane to go to Mexico to work on a boat for a few weeks, I think like 3 weeks, and on a yacht, because I used to be in the yachting industry. And then now I'm living in Europe, traveling around in a van, which is something that I had always wanted to do, and making YouTube videos, which is something that I've always wanted to do. Like, I started sharing daily on here a little over 2 months ago, and everything is starting to feel so soul aligned. And what I have been seeing so much in like my meditation is like this like keyhole almost. Oh, that was perfect. Like, you're looking through the keyhole, and it's like, it seems so narrow when you're getting off of like this conditioned, patterned way of living, and controlled way of living, and you're like going for what you want. It seems like, like, am I gonna be supported? Like, this is scary, because there's not a lot of like support around that. It's a trusting process, really. And then the keyhole thing that I kept seeing is like, just keep going towards like that. You know what's on the other side of that like little keyhole thing. Like, you know, on the other end of that is everything that you've ever wanted. And it's not being controlled by somebody else, but like living your life on someone else's terms, like just submitting and allowing people to talk to you in a certain way. That's not what your soul came here to experience on earth. You can have everything that you want, right? It's all a matter of deconditioning your mind and choosing with your free will the life that you want. You see other people who have the life that you want or something similar. Nothing is exactly like what you will experience in your aligned life, but there's evidence out there that other people are doing it, that other people have exited the hamster wheel and have made it happen. And maybe it's from grinding, but I think mostly it's from deconditioning and expanding your consciousness and choosing. It's not about doing more and more and more and adding more self-help books and adding more personal development habits and adding more, it's about deconditioning the mind. And so in that moment in that airport, I had written out that I was pretty much choosing to exit the hamster wheel. And the universe supported me in that. The universe was like, yo, let's get off the wheel then. And so it's been a trust falling experience. It's been an experience of other opportunities coming up to say, hey, let's get back on the hamster wheel. And me being like, no, I know what you are now. And I choose my own path. Sorry, I'm at the mechanic right now. I have to get my brake lights fixed, and I'm in France, and I'm about to drive back up to the home that I'm staying in and going to wait for my mom at. And so they might be coming to knock on the door any second now to fix this up. But anyway, this message is so important. And so a lot of what I've talked about on here is like the quantum field. Within the quantum field, there are infinite possibilities, infinite timelines, infinite existence of you and your reality. Feel this right now. There is a timeline happening right now because time and space are not real. Every single thing is happening right now. There's a timeline where you already have everything that you want. What is it that you want? Name it right now. Name it out loud. What is it that you want? Is it freedom? Is it abundance? Is it a specific career, doing something specific? Is it love? Is it deeper friendships? What is it? Name it. And know that it's already happening. It's not in the future. It's not conditional. It's not if you do this. It's not if you work harder. It's not if you it's not any of that. It's happening right now. And so the old way of doing things and getting to places is that doing. But the new earth is here, baby. The new earth is here to support you in living your most soul-aligned life. And the way that you can do that is by choosing and trusting and deconditioning. And how do we decondition? In simple, it's starting to understand that the unconscious is not you. Anything that doesn't feel like infinite abundance and unconditional love and expansiveness and freedom, that's not you. Lack, being stuck, being all these things. Whenever things come up, whenever thoughts come up, situations come up that bring those things up within you, you get to decide within your being, I've believed that for so long, but I let it go now. No guilt, no shame. It doesn't matter how long it's been. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter whatever. In this moment, set yourself free by remembering who you are. Remember that you are an infinite being. You are a soul having a human experience. You can have anything you want because you already have it, because it's already existing. There is already a you having it right now. Choose it with your free will. Choose what your soul wants. Say, I choose what my soul wants. I choose the life that my soul wants. I choose to be free from all unconscious patterns and beliefs. And I choose to set myself free and live in the timeline where my soul gets to live what she or he wants. I choose the timeline where I get to have this and this and this and that. I choose that right now and move towards it. And understand that everything that comes up on your way there, like the jobs that kept offering to me when I quit my job that mimicked the job that I had just left, I was like, nah, I know what you are. See, that's what's going to happen. You're going to choose your timeline, and then these things will come up and be like, are you sure? And you're going to be like, I trust myself. I trust my pattern. I'm not saying quit your job, because your experience will look a lot different. Just knowing that you can exit the hamster wheel, whatever the hamster wheel is for you, and in whatever way it's controlling you. You have that inner calling. There's something that you're meant to be doing here on earth. And the new energies, the new frequencies are supporting you more than ever before. It's a beautiful time to be here on earth. It's such a potent time. Like, we just think about how much has happened since we've become human here on earth in this lifetime, and it's beautiful. So I hope that this message resonated. If it did, please give this a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. Leave a comment. And also, I opened a few spots for working one-on-one with me. I don't know how long I will do that for. I'm just testing it out. I used to work one-on-one, and then I got the download this week while I was feeling sick. Also, I feel so much better today, like pretty much back to normal. And so I opened a few spots in April, either a one-on-one with like health, life, spiritual coaching, whatever you want to go deeper in. If anything like has come up while I'm making these videos and you're like, wow, I want to explore that further, we could do that. Or the other one is a really exciting one. It's getting to know your divine team. So if you want support in getting to know your angels and guides and going deeper into that and becoming familiar with them so that you can have that resource with you for the rest of your life. You can have that guidance. You won't need all these YouTube videos, books, and everything. You can turn to them and be like, what do I do now? Where do I go? That's how I chose this life. Like, should I sell everything and move to Europe? Yes. And it's been this internal journey with the support of my angels and guides. And so if you are feeling like you want to get to know them and have support in that, you can book that session as well. So that's all I have for you today. I'm gonna go get my car fixed and hit the road, and so I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.